and welcome back to yet another Cars.co.za review. I'm David Taylor, and today we've got the facelifted Toyota GR Yaris. And before I get into why this car is going to go down as one of the all-time classic cult legends, let me just remind you that Cars.co.za has over 80,000 vehicles for sale. There's a few thousand Toyotas on sale as well. So if you don't want one of those, you can get 50 other brands to choose from. But before we get into these corners and attack, a word from Carl.
I've gone corporate. So buckle up, my friends. Cars.co.za is here to help you find what moves you. Cars.co.za. Cars.co.za.
So now, why exactly has Toyota made a hot hatchback? Because when you look at the hot hatch market, I mean, the legendary brands, Ford ST, Renault Sport, Opel's OPC, they're no more. And now Toyota's come along and says, we now have a hatchback. And the backstory to this car is fascinating because Toyota wanted to rejoin the World Rally Championship. And it was Toyota's big boss man, Akio Toyoda, who said, guys, I'm taking a personal interest in this. We need a halo car which we can use and homologate for the Rally Championship. And this thing needs to be road legal, and I'm going to sign off on it. And then we have the GR Yaris, which is basically the most powerful 1.6 turbo petrol all-wheel drive hatchback in the world. And right now, let me just make a declaration. I hate the fact that this thing is called GR Yaris. I think the fact that it's called Yaris makes people believe that it's just a tarted up little city family hatchback, when it's anything but. This car should not be called Yaris, because I think the only thing that says Yaris is maybe a headlight and the badge on the back. So I'm going to fix that for the duration of this video. So yes, this is the facelift, and the biggest difference with the facelifted GR Yaris range is, yes, you can still get a manual, but now they've gone the 2-pedal route. So now we have an 8-speed torque converter transmission. And many of you will be going, but why didn't Toyota make a dual clutch? And Toyota have said, well, we don't usually do dual clutches. We believe in torque converters. They're a bit more robust, they're a bit more durable, and in the long run, they will be more reliable. I want to talk about that engine because with the pre-facelift, I didn't think it was possible for that little 1.6 turbo 3-cylinder petrol to get more power. But they've done it, and the Japanese engineers at Toyota said, hold our Asahi beer, watch this. If I think of the numbers, that's an extra 12 kilowatts, 40 Newton meters. So this thing now makes over 200 kilowatts and 400 Newton meters, and it's all-wheel drive, and it weighs 1,300 kilograms. This is sounding like quite the combination. And of course, we're on our safe favorite road, and I think it's time for a launch start. And there's 100. Easy as that. Zero hesitation, zero wheel spin from the all-wheel drive system. Like, that is fantastic. Toyota says 0 to 100 in 5.2 seconds. I've tested this. The test data is on your screen right now. I got 5.18 seconds to 100. Now, for what it's worth, that's quicker than front-wheel drive GTI. It is quicker than Civic Type R. It is quicker than Hyundai i30N. And I think you will annoy a Golf R before it pulls away. Fun factor, through the roof. For me, this car is all about the attention to detail. And yes, these shift pedals are nice, but like the little gearbox, you can knock it into manual mode, and in true rally style, you can shift down to change up the gear and shift it forward. So just like the rally movies, you can be like, just like that. There's even an intercooler spray button, so you can help keep the powertrain a little bit cooler, and it'll mean that it'll perform better for longer in hot environments. Because today it's 32 degrees. I like the simplicity of the driving modes. They kept it so basic, and it's just so easy to really enjoy yourself. Sport, normal, eco, just like that. You can play with the traction control, you can play with the expert mode, and then you can play with the dirt, and there's even a gravel mode, but I don't want to take this car on sand. I know its origins are rally, but not today. We're just going to stay on the tar. And the grip, guys, I cannot stress how much grip there is. And it's not just the all-wheel drive system that's to thank here. This car also comes with some fantastic Michelin Pilot Sport rubber. What I enjoy the most about this engine is a little bit of a turbo lag, but I'm going to call it the calm before the storm, because this car really comes alive after 3,500 RPM. The engine noise is not the most appealing. It's your typical 3-cylinder gruff, but if I just, there's 4,000 RPM, and there's a nice turbo wind noise. I suspect that there's some sound augmentation coming through the speakers, but that's okay. I'm not too offended by that. I would have liked some turbo flutters, or maybe like a little DSG style bang out the back for each gear shift. But I'm nitpicking here because this car is just so much more than just theatre. It's how it makes you feel. The short wheelbase really makes it agile. You feel so connected to the road. It just darts around like a deranged mosquito. So we've got a 30% on the front axle for a little bit more grip, and then 70%. Now I'm going to say that drifts might be possible, but given the short wheelbase of this vehicle, I don't think they're going to be those long flowing drifts, because with physics, the car is going to snap and slide around, and you're going to have a smile the whole way around. I want to talk about the interior, because when pictures of the interior of this facelifted model reached the internet, people shouted. And I understand it, because visually, it's not exactly the most inspiring. It's not giving that premium love. It's not going to win awards for design and cool factor. This is a robust, functional, and ergonomically perfect setup. And let me tell you why. Because in my driving position, which they've adjusted, by the way, because the pre-facelift, the seating position was too high. Now we've got it all the way down, and I feel like I'm in the car as opposed to sitting on it. But when I'm sitting here driving, I can quite easily thumb the start button. I can touch the hazard lights. The climate control is right at hand. I can reach things a lot easier. Everything is aimed and geared at me. If you look up driver-orientated cabin in the dictionary, there is a photo of this cabin. But again, people on social media don't understand why this car exists. So they're going to just look at it and be like, no, terrible interior, so average, don't care. Okay, so I'm having a really, really good day driving this car. But there's an elephant in the room, and that elephant has a name called pricing. See, now when I attended the launch of this vehicle back in the middle of 2021, that was 4 and a bit years ago, the vehicle was sold in 2 derivatives. There was an entry-level one, and there was the Rally, which is the trim we have here today, and pricing was 721,000 Rand. Now brace yourselves, because according to the Cars.co.za new car specs, the car we're in today, the 8-speed auto, is over 970,000 Rand. Granted, you're getting more power, which is more performance. You're getting an 8-speed gearbox, which makes the car a lot more enjoyable on a day-to-day basis. I can't help but feel that this car has now become a little bit expensive. Like, for the money, 700K used to be bang for buck. I mean, that would make it cheaper than a GTI, and it was faster than a GTI, and it was more enjoyable than GTI. GTI would win day to day, but then you'd have to tell people that you'd bought a new car, whereas this makes quite the statement because of its macho looks. So it makes me sad that this car has now been priced quite highly, and yes, is it worth it? Well, I mean, if I won the Powerball, I would be seriously considering one of these, because I believe that this is going to be an absolute future classic. Let me wrap up this video, because I'm actually tired of filming. I don't want to talk to you people anymore. I just want to sit here quietly and drive my rally car on all of these curvy roads, because this, guys, is something incredibly special. And like I said, I hate the fact that it's called a Yaris, because this thing is so much more than a Yaris. Because did you know that the GR Yaris is not even made in the same factory as the standard Yaris? It takes the Toyota engineers and factory workers 10 times longer to build a GR Yaris than it does the standard Yaris. And where is this car built? It's built at the Motomachi factory. Now, if you know your Toyotas and legendary Lexus vehicles, that is the factory where the iconic Lexus LFA was built. And most of this car is also hand built, because things like a carbon fiber roof and trick diffs and special exhausts and this is not mass produced day-to-day commuter motoring. This is special. See, Toyota didn't have to build this car, but they did it because they wanted to. Toyota, as we know, is a massive giant in the automotive world. They've got more than enough products to keep the accounts and the bank balances happy. They built this as a passion project. Now, I'm going to sound like an Italian here saying passion so much, but guys, if you get the chance to drive a GR Yaris, take it. Few cars will touch your heart and your head quite like this thing. It is simply extraordinary. And thanks for listening to my words. I really don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I'm just going to carry on driving. But remember, Cars.co.za has over 80,000 vehicles for sale, and I can't hear you over turbo noises. Thanks for watching.
Now, choosing between cars can make your head spin faster than a gusheshe at Shai Moto. Shai Moto! That's why at Cars.co.za you can compare cars head to head, weighing up price, specs, features, everything laid out nicely for you. And here's the clever bit. Hit show differences only and we'll just highlight the first color. The cherry on top, you can track the price of the cars you schmack and you never have to miss a good deal. So, if you can't decide between a Tata and a Vrpa, hit up Cars.co.za and let's find what moves you.